our culture, our love, our power, our magic, our way.
Energy Toss Radio. Toss Radio.
Hey, family, I'm so excited that you are back with me. It's a new year, but there's nothing new under the sun. Wait, that sounded weird. But anyway, our culture, our love, our power, our magic, and our way. Welcome to Energy Toss Radio Show, Powerful Women segment. I told y'all all year, like I did last year now. Bought some juice last year. Bring you some juice again. This young lady that I have with me today, tonight, this evening, or whenever you guys are watching us on the YouTube channel. I hope you're watching the YouTube channel. Energy Toss Network YouTube channel. Please get them numbers up. Click, like, subscribe, share. Love it. All right. This young lady, some people may say, girl, why is she on your show? Wasn't y'all in the pageant together? Wasn't y'all in the same category together? Wait, y'all made friendships in there? Wasn't it a competition? No, it wasn't. It was love, passion, crying, and a whole lot of shapewear in these pageants. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my sister, my love bug, the one that took the crown from me, Vonda.
Hello, son.
Can I say your last name? Can I say your government? Or you won't
You can
tell?
say my government.
You tell them. Tell them whom you are.
My name is Vonda Berry, and I bring you greetings from the big city of Augusta, Georgia.
Not the big city.
Big city.
Let me tell you. Because Augusta got it going on. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay? Did you bring me anything to eat from down there?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't, but I'm inviting you down.
Okay, because my belt, I was ready to pop a notch.
I'm gonna invite you down. We're gonna do.
Don't cook.
Well, we're gonna have what we call a chat and chew. I'm gonna invite Energy Talks down for a chat and chew.
That sounds like a show. We're going to talk about that later. You know, I love good content. I love good stuff.
Yes.
Vonda, we met during the pageant.
We did.
Now, what pageant was that we met?
We met at the Mrs. Full Figure Georgia pageant 2022. We met at the women's conference, the women's expo.
We did. We went out there and we were
Cumberland.
scouring around. Toya had us scouring around and putting us all
on the spot. You got to go up and tell 3 people and film yourself talking to people.
Yes.
I was in my element, though. I loved every second
You did
of
awesome
it.
there. You did awesome. The pageant, the Miss Full Figured Georgia USA
Yes.
pageant. It's a thing.
It is.
It happens. She's been doing it 5 years now or more, I believe 5, if I got the number right. It's a thing, people. And we have fun doing it.
We did.
We were in the Miss Exquisite category together.
Correct. 40 and up.
Yes, I'm 40 and up. Thank you for that part, Vonda, 40 and up.
My bad.
I'm going to be 50 soon.
I'll be 55 this year.
Well, thanks for letting let us all know how beautiful we could be at 50.
Black don't crack, baby.
Okay, well, yeah.
Black don't crack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're beautiful. Now, talk about your crown. Talk about your crown, baby, that you won. Show your sash. Yes, got the crown at the top. Yes. And your crown there.
Crown. I didn't bring the thingy, so it ain't going to sit. So
That's
we're
okay.
Not, gonna do that.
Not a problem. Because, listen, you have to know that although you won the crown, you won it. You're good. You're going to nationals this year.
Correct.
You are much more than a crown.
Amen.
Tell the people what you do.
I actually do a lot of mentoring for full figure women, plus size women, young girls, women, period. The size has no barrier, so you don't have to be. We have situations. I want to give us that other word. We have situations as women that no other race will face. No other race, no other gender, born that way or imitated, will face.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
I'm in my feelings with the other gender right now about that song.
What song?
Aretha Franklin. I can't
Oh yeah,
believe
we're gonna talk about that.
I am not right about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't
The
right about it.
transgender community is upset about Aretha Franklin's Natural Woman song, and they are having it removed from Spotify in different areas. They do not want that song played at all. Well, I think I was going to get into that with you. I think that Black women, I just talked about that with another lady a few minutes ago. African American women are put on such a display, but yet we're an endangered species. We're leading that way. Now, listen, we are starting to love on each other more, but it's not as it should be.
No.
It's not as it should be. And it's kind of hard because our minds sometimes, it takes us to places that it shouldn't go. You know, I think every community has the right to feel, a person has the right to feel how they want to feel. But it's just something that don't sit right with me about erasing our history.
Exactly. And it's typically trying to, I feel violated, basically.
When they
I feel violated when you have a problem with something that I'm born to do.
It is a heavy subject.
It is.
And I think it's a subject that we all need to attack in a way of, listen, I can learn something from you and you can learn something from me. But when you get to a point where you're trying to erase women, period.
Because I feel like a natural woman.
Yeah, it does something, because there are things
and
that
the
we
fact
do
I
or go
should
through.
be, I'm natural.
Yeah.
Born that way.
Yeah. I mean, a lot
Got
of
the credentials to prove it. So
I think now people are just
I
sensitive.
can't feel like that.
Yeah, they're sensitive. They're sensitive in ways. They're in their feelings. I don't want to be named a boy. I don't want to be named a girl. I just want to be here, and that's fine.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you have your platform. So leave mine alone. That's all I want you to do. I'm gonna let you have your platform.
Right.
I'm gonna let you feel the way you feel and want to experience certain things. But at the end of the day, I want to love on you.
Yeah.
Because I'm supposed to love on you.
Yeah.
But don't get mad at me because I'm what you aspire to be. And then make me feel bad for it. Okay, listen, you ready?
No, listen, let me tell you.
Leave it alone?
No. I tell people all the time, this is my show.
Okay.
No one can make or break me. So it doesn't, every guest is in a safe space, and you say exactly how you feel. I'm in that same space. I can't tell nobody how they, I don't know what it's like to wake up in the morning and say, I don't want my breast. Are you kidding me? These things are gorge. I need these things in my life.
I love every.
Okay, I don't know how to wake up in the morning. I don't know what it feels like to say, hey, I don't want
of me.
This vagina. I want a penis. I don't know what that's like. No. So I can't. That can't be a taught, you know what I mean? That has just to be something in you. And you have to do what makes you happy. You can't do what make other people happy. You'll never make it.
Never.
You never make it. Now, you say you mentor. Now, do you just mentor plus-size women, or you just mentor women?
I mentor women.
Okay,
I mentor women. Okay. My platform was self-care, self-love, and health, mental health awareness.
Okay.
So a support group was the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because to know that there were other people out there like me, that was like one of the best feelings in the world, because I kept thinking, and you never know how some people do things that, I'm not going to say you're doing it wrong, but you never know that there's a better way to do things until you hear somebody else with your same testimony.
Yeah. What is your testimony, though? What is?
Average woman that just wanted to be somebody's wife.
Do you?
A good mama.
Really?
Just your average girl that wanted to be that and got with somebody that didn't appreciate that, took full advantage of it.
And they do.
And it made me feel less than, because I felt like maybe I failed. As a woman, maybe, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I ain't perfect, but I stay on the side of right. I stay on that side. So I'm trying to do everything that I'm supposed to do. I'm going to work. I'm spending time with these kids. I'm in church. I'm spending time with my family. I'm spending time with your family. I'm accepting outside children. I'm accepting baby mama drama. I'm trying to be here for this. Yet, wasn't enough.
And then ultimately what happened? Y'all just...
The marriage ended, and I took it personally. I had a nervous breakdown.
Now, there was no physical abuse, anything like that?
It was a lot of verbal
abuse.
A lot of verbal abuse.
And
I don't
sometimes,
think you would want
not
to.
sometimes, all the
All the
time, those
time.
things are dead on just as harmful as physical abuse.
Yeah. Because this was my life's partner, so I shared my fears. I shared my weaknesses and my shortcomings. I shared these with you because this is my partner in life, and you turned and used them against me. And it wasn't by any means fair. And then when I turned into that person to lash out and hurt you back, it was, well, I don't think I want to be with somebody like this. You created it.
And so y'all parted ways.
Parted ways.
And now is that how you, was that in Augusta or here?
It was here in Atlanta.
And so you went back to Augusta.
I moved back to Augusta to be, the original plan was I'm going to be here 6 months, get myself together, and hightail it back up. God had other plans.
Do you still, after that, was that your only marriage?
Only marriage.
Do you still want to be somebody's wife?
I sure do.
You do?
I do.
I hear a lot of people, there was a...
I ain't rushing it now. Wait a minute.
No, I know, because I start to say...
I ain't on dating
heard,
site, and I'm actually very single right now.
Because I know y'all going to ask in the comments, you heard. I was going to get there, but
very single.
She fired it off before I keep asking. Yeah. So she's very single, okay? Now, listen, not the weirdos now. The weirdos, y'all stay back. We need goodness over here. I heard Lala Anthony say on the Breakfast Club the other day, she said that people aren't rushing to get married anymore.
No.
They're not rushing to get married anymore. They're not... it's not a number one thing to do on your list anymore.
Because I actually feel cheated and want to sue him for wasting my time.
It was a waste of time.
It was. It was an absolute waste of time because he didn't want to grow. He didn't want to have a business. He just wanted to do what he wanted to do.
Oh.
You know? And that's cool.
Was he older or younger?
Same age.
Same age. Oh, exact same age. Okay.
Same age.
With her statement, I think what I look back on now, you said, yes, I want to get married again. I'm a married woman, but I don't, and an officiant, but I feel like marriage is fun. It's also a growing thing too. And if you get with somebody and say, oh no, I want this to stay the same forever, run. People need to grow. And you grow either with that person or you grow apart from that person. But it doesn't need to be an evil growth.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. I'm going to tell you something that I'm doing in my home right now. You want to hear what I'm doing in my home right now? Last night, me and my husband went out like we always do. We got to get a little thing, you know. And let me tell you something. Ain't nothing perfect at all. But if it's just slight thing, because I've been through life really, really bad relationships. If he breathes wrong, he's going to pay for it. I don't even like the way you're breathing. I like you turn it off and pop now. What's going on? So last night, we come in, we have a little drink or two, and I'm sitting there, and he says, what's in your cup? A drink. Okay, what type of drink? It's a drink. Go ahead on. Now I'm doing my face. I'm having me time. And just walks off. And I said, well, no. Been abused. Been misused. Oh, you tripping. I instantly said, okay, all right. This morning I got up. I went to a store. I got 2 tablets. I came back home. I said, this is your tablet. This is my tablet. Okay? This is what we're going to do. We're going to play the tablets. Tablets mean anything you want to say to me, you write it. Anytime you want to talk to me, you text it or write it. If we're out and about, we're doing work, we'll talk. Any other way, you are going to be accountable for each word. That's what we're losing in relationships. We're not being held accountable for each word. And I'm telling you, within the next hour, he was like, wait, I can't talk to you. When is this going to end? In about 3 weeks when we go on vacation. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. There is no more date night. We're not going anywhere. And all he did was, nah, because I don't want none of that around me. We have to start being intentional with our relationships, but first with ourselves. And if you're intentional with yourself and you're loving yourself, that would have never been a waste of time for you.
It would not have.
Because he would have known himself. He would have known, okay, well, maybe this ain't
And
the time or the place, and not wasted so many years of your life. How long were you married?
14 years.
That's a long time
It
to be
is.
with somebody.
It is, and it was not all bad. That's what.
Oh,
I
of
tell
course
people.
not. Of
It
course
was not all bad, but when it hung or left, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get that thing to straighten up. Once that left was hung, and I was told, I went to counseling, and I was told in the counseling I let too much stuff go.
Yeah, I start to say that. Like, so now you're in Augusta, you're nonprofits, you're mentoring women. Is that the part where you're teaching them what's your mentorship? What are you doing?
In the mentoring ship, we talk about taking accountability for yourself. We talk about that a lot, and we talk about loving yourself enough to know you are enough. You don't tolerate it. There are some people out there in the world that just are not going to talk right to you. They're not going to respond.
They're going to treat you like crap.
They're going to treat you, and the thing of it being, it's your fault. I'm not going to even say your fault because it's very, very hard to leave. Very easy to sit here and say what you won't do, but given that situation, it's very hard to just pull up and uproot, because if you could just walk away from it, you were never in love.
That's it.
You were never in love.
But we don't want to say, this is the thing that I don't like for women. This thing here, what is it? I'm your ride or die.
Oh.
I'm your Bonnie and Clyde. It's a struggle. You got to be in with them with the struggle. Why? First of all, why are we struggling? Let's get there. Let's get to the meat of why I'm sinking on the ship here. Let's get to that, okay? 2, I'm not your Bonnie or Clyde. I'm not dying for you nor with you. I'm not doing idiotic things with you. And I'm not going to die for you. And I still love you. I think there's a lot of toxic sayings that we have to describe relationships. What about a building partnership?
Yes.
Because that's what they are, you know. And then what about, okay, so what am I doing for me in this thing? You know, it is hard sometimes to see friends or people, because when I went through it, listen, it was hard for me to get out that marriage. It really was. And I know I was hurting people around me that tried to help me to get out, but I didn't move because I intentionally didn't want to be poor. Does that make sense? Coming up, they would say, okay, you need a husband. He got to take care of you.
You and the
Okay,
children.
this is me. Check. And you got to have a nice house. Check. Got a car. All that. But nobody ever starts to say, well, what happens when he get tired of you? What happens when the door closed, though? Y'all just got me all up. But what happened? What's behind the scenes?
What happened when you don't even talk to each other?
Okay.
Don't know what's going on.
Okay.
He not paying enough attention to you to see what you're going through, and you're not paying enough attention to him to see what he's going.
And then what happens? He get that sudden urge in his hand and lay your ass out. Nobody didn't tell me about that. Nobody didn't say, hey, he might do this, and this is what you need to do. No one did that. So it was shocking to me when it happened. And you're right. It's not easy to leave when you got time in it. It's not easy. But I think it's scary looking at some of the women and men now because they glorify stuff like crazy in love.
Yeah,
What? Like, you want to get beat up? Y'all want to fight? The Christian rock girl and the blue face boy? I'm like, this is what y'all see. In my generation, we had, you know, a little Luther Vandross playing, you know, a little Drew Hill. Tell me what you know, we had a little love going. And then on top of that, we were balanced with old school music. And, you know, I'm not saying that everything was beautiful. I'm just saying there's no turning point for generations coming up, and some of us too, because, you know, we watch certain things and deal with certain things. And I think it's hard for us now to have a motivator or somebody to say, if I look at people now and say, well, my marriage is great. Girl, she flossing, girl. You looking for the bad. Mm-hmm. Why are you looking for the bad?
Why are you looking for something?
Or if I look at somebody and say, no, I'm going with my husband. Well, why you got to always be there? Because I stood outside the club lines waiting to get a man, and I got one, and I ain't got to stand out the club line with you no more. Okay? I'm good on that. So it's kind of like, twist and turn when it comes to those relationships. So mentoring women, those are the things I wonder, because
we talk about different things. First, like I said, you got to learn how to love yourself. So we talk about diet, exercise.
I don't need to talk about. Let me pull this belt down. The diet.
I'm a big affirmations person.
Affirmations are important, yes.
I'm a big affirmations person, and with self-love, I talk to myself on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. I look at myself in the mirror daily. Good morning, girl.
Come on now.
I speak life into myself.
Got to.
I speak life into my children. I speak life into my mother. But I definitely speak life into myself, because if I'm not my best version of me, I can't get nothing done. I'm definitely not going to have a good day. If my morning starts out with some craziness, please don't call me 7:30 with it. Please, Lord Jesus, let me get myself together.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is this what we're doing? I'm going to be happy, because happiness is within. So I'm going to be happy. I'm so happy with myself these days.
With your mentoring, with the mentoring of women and all other things you do, what's the name? Is there
Girl Take My Hand.
Girl Take My Hand.
Girl Take My Hand is, I don't want to say an age group on it, but it's mostly for the younger ones.
Okay.
And Fix Your Crown, that's some grown women.
Fix Your Crown.
Yeah, that's some grown women now. Fix Your Crown.
Okay.
Fix Your Crown is more of I've had to learn with this full figure thing to accept constructive criticism.
Yes.
I've had to learn to accept it.
Pageants are a thing.
Yeah, I've had to let other people kind of tell me what's best for me, or what would increase my chances, or give me a better overall look, or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's been the hardest part about this for me.
I think what was hard with me in the pageant was I don't do a lot of makeup. So that's pageants. I had a great time meeting, new people and things like that. But I think, I would never do a pageant again. But I had a great time in this one, only because it's just I have agoraphobia. I have anxiety. So I'm trying to say my words right. I would never, just certain things I just would never do. Okay. I think that pageant was great, and it taught me so many things.
Yes.
I got way out of my comfort zone, way out of it, as much as I could. But I don't do a lot of makeup and stuff like that. I'm trying. I'm trying, but I just don't. It's like
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the makeup, because I know that I don't have to wear it every day. So that's
pretty with or without. Is what you're saying.
So that's the part for me. It's definitely just for enhancing. So and that's the blessing too.
Yeah.
Because Black women are some beautiful women, so we can get away with a whole lot.
Just makes me shake on the inside. Thank God I'm Black.
And I just, that part of the pageant, the makeup part wasn't that bad.
Oh no, just for me. Yeah. That was the only me. That was it. Everything else was so great, so fun.
I receive a lot of stuff because I know I'm not perfect, and I'm always learning.
Oh yeah,
always learning. So I receive a lot of stuff. I just don't receive anything negative. I don't even want to be around it.
Yeah.
If it's not constructive and positive, you're not gonna like the response that I have.
That's it.
I'm gonna break protocol. I'm gonna get out of character.
I have to have pure, intentional, good energy around me. Yes. I'm not saying a person has to be happy all the time.
No.
I'm not saying you cannot have a bad day. But if every time I talk to you, it is a woe is me, I can't do it. Because I'm struggling with stuff with myself. And for me as a character, I just don't do that anyway. Yeah. If I'm having a moment, I'll say, this is my moment I'm having. I'm going into meditation mode. I don't like to drill what I have going on into anybody else's spirit. Yeah. So, hence the name of the show, Energy Talks. It's got a vibe. So I you know, some of the pageant sisters I vibed with, some I didn't. That was fine, but it was intentional meetings, and so I thought it was great. It's a great sisterhood. It's a great thing to do. I tell people all the time, look it up. If you like it, you love it. Now I'll tell you what it will do. It'll show you who your real supporters are.
Yes.
I'll tell you that right now. If you can't sell one ticket, Houston, we got a problem. You got a problem. There's people that don't, you know, they probably can't. And then there's other options too you can do, because I won Miss Social Media and People's Choice and then the talent portion. So there are ways in this pageant where you can get something.
Yes.
Something out of it. And so I definitely got some sisterhoods out of it, some loving on it, some yes and no's, some am I gonna do it? No. So I don't. You know, so those things. I think a pageant is for whomever it is for.
Well, it elevated my work with Girl Take My Hand, because we're getting ready to do I got some young ladies that we're getting ready to do a little junior pageantry stuff for, or some training somehow or another, because I did the Martin Luther King parade in Augusta and ran across a group called the Cupcakes. Little dance group. Yeah, called a Cupcake.
In Augusta?
Yes, baby.
What they doing?
Baby, they was all that. And they kept calling me Princess.
Aww.
Best feeling in the world for me, because in their eyes, I was a
absolutely representation matters.
Princess, something to, and it was encouragement for them, because I'm not a size 2. Okay, so, and I'm not even a size 7.
Yeah, because my ankle is probably like a size 13. Go ahead. I'm trying to think. If I measure my ankle.
Yeah, if you just measure across my calf muscle, it said my calf muscle is plus size. So,
well, listen, honey, we're beautiful though.
Yeah,
we're beautiful people. It doesn't.
Yeah.
This is the thing with plus size women. Y'all, we already know we plus size. Y'all ain't gotta keep saying that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she's pretty for a big girl.
Don't do that.
I'm pretty because I'm pretty. I don't have to. Yeah. You're not gonna look at the skin girl. Oh, she's pretty for a skinny girl. You know, everybody have their issues and
I'm
their
okay
problems.
with not being everybody's cup of tea.
Please, I don't need to be.
You don't have to be. You don't have to jumbo size. I get you. It may be too much for you. Don't supersize if you ain't gonna eat it all.
Or too little. What?
Don't supersize if you ain't gonna eat it all.
Not eat it all.
Don't play with it.
Let's move on.
My bad.
Little flustered there. Let's think about some things. Let's move on, man. Might have to do the tablet thing another time. I never even eat it all. Okay, move on. I'm moving on, Phil. Moving on. All right, you guys. Listen, don't forget you can listen to Energy Talks Radio on Live 365. We have our own radio station. Old school, new school, good music, always a good thing. Vonda, what is next for you? After the pageant, with your mentoring, what's next for Vonda?
Just to keep it pushing and to do a little traveling.
Oh.
Do a little traveling. I really am getting ready to, I'm jealous. Sunshine going to Belize.
Oh, yes, our sister Sunshine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have a little surprise for the people in the field. We're going to talk to Miss Sunshine in a quick. So
I'm just jealous she going to Belize, and I was like, I'm not doing anything. And had some lifestyle changes. I lost my dad. So my mom's got to, put a big girl drawers on.
Oh.
She got to be, because she keep telling me she's okay. And I trust that, Not trying to coddle. I just want to be there for her. She want to scream and holler, I'm there. If she don't want to talk, I'm there.
I think learning
49 years of marriage. She's got to relearn some things. She said something to me the other day that lets me know she's gonna be all right. She said, I was existing before.
Okay. And still existing.
Yeah.
And probably seen so many things in her life.
And
but I know 49 years being married to the same man and just having that life, it is devastating. I've only been married 4 years, and I just don't even see it. I don't. Yeah. And I was married before, and I didn't never see myself with him forever. For me, it's just every day has to be intentional with that love. And I think when your mom said, I'm going to be okay, it's because her days were intentional. So you're probably a little bit more torn up just because you're worried. You don't know what could happen. And, That's the beautiful
And
thing about
I want her to
mothers.
live. I
Yeah.
want her to get her full grieving process and grieve whenever she feels
Yeah.
the need.
And she's going to. She's going to. So shout out to mommy. Shout out to you, old strong self, old pretty self. Honey. We love you.
Doing that thing.
So you're going to be doing some traveling. Congratulations again on winning the crown.
Yes.
And the sash and the crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
If you ever decide to do it again, I got you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Well, you
come
know
back
what?
and be your assistant and everything.
Oh, well, you know what? LaToya, I interviewed her one year. And I interviewed some of the sisters after that. And when I signed up for it, she was like, yes, do it. Just for me to even walk in a room with people that I don't know, that was a huge step for me. So if I do, I'll see again. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. I thank you so much for being
Thanks
here.
for having me.
I tell all women that come, you are beautiful, you are love, you are purpose, you are light, you are it, honey.
And I receive it.
I thank you so much for coming. Throw it at you. What's the cupcakes?
Yep, the cupcakes.
Cupcakes. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Energy Toss Radio Show, Powerful Women segment.
Our culture, our love, our power, our magic, our way.
Energy Toss Radio. Energy Toss Radio.